just the two of them with the rotation and the Lancelot to complete the lineup of Terror Queens.
Well, I was mentioning the Lancelot because we do see that there's not a lot of crowd control here. In fact,
on the fast-paced rotation that they could do, right?
Yeah. Again, for Navi Philippines, if you just look at yesterday's games, they were so good at setting up and stopping.
They are.
Or punishing mistakes, rather. Mountain Chakra comes in. Good reaction. Not Ayanami with a flicker forward now. It's giving the Lantern Flare appeal for her, and they get Ku out, but the setup is gone. Navi Philippines again showing what made them such a force to be reckoned with yesterday. Great setup. Rui forced to use the Phantom Execution defensively. A camp stolen by Ayanami in the mid lane. The Abyssal Trap gets first blood for Amor.
And they're not stopping there. Now they're stealing up the purple buff, not Ayanami, deep into the jungle of Terror Queens. Another arrow, the hit!
An ejector, an arrow, everything, and they dive under the turret this time. Ku won't be able to evade from the arrows of Keishi. Rui goes in for the puncture, but this looks like already a desperate move.
That was just full-on massacre here. 4 members committing on to getting kills. Speaking of which, on to the live right now. Luna Lane and Rui trying to run away. Arrow thrown away.
Puncture dash in again from Amor. That's a double kill. 3 minutes in, they're gonna go for the camp steal again. Mirai
Koshi
walks up, has a missile. Whoa! Rui actually walks up to Koshi. He's gonna be dove on by the jaw, hit the ejector into the trap, and Keishi gets a solo practically on Rui, who was trying to run away.
They're hoarding as much as numbers as they can here for Navigation. It's like a buy one, take one.
Yeah.
They see one, they take another one here, and there goes another one.
Unstoppable force this time. No more CC to get him, but they don't care. They go past the healing. They just deal that much damage as Ayanami continues to just aura farm.
As you know, women love to shop.
Oh yeah.
We see sale or buy one, take one. Let's go for that, right? Yep. And they're grabbing each and every opportunity here to shop some numbers here, especially for Amor with a 5-0-1. And yet again here on the purple buff, we could see some pressure building up. Arrow to hit the purple. Okay. Whew.
See, I know you like to shop, but that would have been literal steal, right? Like, oh man, that could have been real bad. Turtle taken, Raging Sandstorm defensively. KG with the Mountain Shocker gets the kill. It's a killing spree as the Abyssal Arrow goes wide.
To try and spread my wings right now, but it isn't happening. Not Ayanami is always there, putting pressure.
Unstoppable force. That's an ejector into the trap, and they bypass the healing again. Ayanami picks up a kill, continues to stand there, taking the damage and zoning everyone from Terror Queens away. Renmar, me, and Eternal, we were watching, and I remember Renmar just saying, "Man, look at that aura. Look at the aura of Ayanami."
They know.
I thought that aura wouldn't be able to be beaten. You know, you can't beat that. Turns out in the game, she's able to beat her own aura in real life, taking a shot. 4 members on her. Doesn't matter. Another Lantern Flare only heals Ayanami. 4 members baited this world. He comes in, and it's a dive from Amor to get a monster kill as Eternal gets taken for free. Shinoa just diving in. Another arrow lands as Mirai goes in for the missiles. The ejector not going to be used up. An arrow from the side. Navi Philippines 15-0.
An official wipeout here for Navi.
They're terrified. Another missile arrow landing, and Halang has to respect it.
Terrifying situation indeed here for Terror Queens. Not Ayanami yet again inside their base. Just dealing that much damage. Shinoa! Mega kill.
Gets a heavy crossbow down as well. Athena, we're gonna have to throw the white flag. Mirai goes in for the ejector flicker. It is over 19-0. Navi, we know your favorites, but what was that? That was the biggest stomp we've seen all tournament.
Recommended to go for the woman defense then.
Yeah, the woman with...
Shout out to Athena. She says so much clippable things. I never thought I would hear. You guys know women like shopping, right? There's a different name for it, but I'm going to go with that, right? Here's the clueless. And now they pick up the Khalid.
Hold on. Okay.
You know what? You know what? This is going to be a fun game, fun match. Thank you very much, Brigida. Thank you very much, Antel.
I think Irito's all right in that lane.
But even the Brody, of course, maybe more on the mastery itself here for Navi PH. But you're right, definitely onto the Irito picker for Terror Queens. But some action here. Cool being cornered out.
All in, they just go for it. Halang goes in with the flicker as well. Finally, that's going to be the first kill on the board for Terra Queens in the series. Amor able to get for the Lancer players, give it the Blade Surge, locking in Halang. But it is a glue, super tanky. Another immobilization, locking her down. Oh, good mount as well, but Amor will be able to bring her all the way to the turret. It's a bit more a delayed take here. Free turtle for Rui as Halang has gotten the job done already. They baited in, bought time. But Mirai looks like she wants to go for more. No. Yeah, in a slow game like this, ladies and gentlemen, the gold crab is probably the biggest objective you can get.
It is.
You gotta rotate over to the gold crab. Get your goal laner to gold crab because that can really change the impact of the game or more. If we go for the Crimson Beacon, flickers out to the sun as well. Now the Lancer player knocking Ku up there. Gonna be an all-in as Ayanami walks up and Keishi gets the Queller down to secure a kill.
And there she goes, right? For not Ayanami, relaxed stance. Just keep an eye out for Shinoa onto the top lane.
So our memory almost taking her down, but now Mirai walks up. Sikoshi got baited in, and now the slashes and the missiles from Mirai gets her down. That was close.
Wow, yeah, Lantern Flare activated there. Oh, okay. They're taking things slow right now. Even not Ayanami. Just going on, running around the map here. Just targeting Sikoshi, but Ko on the other hand, gotcha Keishi.
Great pick there with the power of wildness to Mirai. Able to go for the flicker, but gets brought back to the team, and that will be another kill. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane is going to be a turret as Ayanami goes for the kill and finds it now. 2 for 1. But remember, Na'Vi did get a turret down below. Rui on the turtle, should be able to take it now, and all in under the turret again. The poke coming down from Luna Lin to secure the kill under the turret. Rui with the quad shadow in, has the shadow kill, but will respect Ayanami as Shinoa stays busy in the mid lane, looking for a trade onto the turret. Rui rotating already, and Shinoa will respect it.
And now Turkey's finally getting some of the advantage here, taking that Namor, and even Keishi. That was a very good catch here. Plus, they finally got an objective yet again. There's going to be a Cheetah. Luna Lane targeted.
Gee, the Queller! That's the added damage of the Jawhead passive, man. When you go for smart missiles, Keishi charging on the Blade Surge. Luckily, Halang got away Mirai earlier, but wasn't able to find an angle to go for Rui. But yeah, the sheer amount of sustain that Terra Queens have and the sheer amount of poke as well. Look at that! An all-in over to Ayanami gets picked up by Luna Lin. A quad shadow forward, forcing the Crimson Beacon. Now Mirai walks up. That's going to be the quad shadow back and forth as Keiichi was baited into the Blade Surge. Ku going to be knocked in. Very low. Revitalize coming down to save her. In front of our memory. Will lock her down. Amor picks up the kill. The shadow kill goes in, and Shinoa survives with just a sliver of HP as Terra Queens continue to push the pace.
I was just talking about how Rui
Then walk in and clean up. But even then, it brings the strength over from Terra Queens again. They're just so tanky. Rui on the ejector is stunned. Lands from the top side. That global ultimate so valuable. The quad shadow gets Rui to safety. Goes back in time. And Keishi gets baited in, but still gets the kill in the end. Rui a bit too aggressive, and Na'Vi Philippines stay afloat. They've done enough to isolate the Lord. They've cleared it up. Cool. Gotta respect.
Mirai just checking out. That was definitely a close call.
Mid lane, mid lane.
Yeah.
Ayanami go for the kill. Solo kill in the mid lane. Ayanami finds a pick. 2 of the carries from Terra Queens are down. Mirai goes in for the unstoppable force and the ejector. Right into the Blade Surge, and the damage from the rest of the team. 3 members fall in.
They're finding a way right now to totally balance out the map. If earlier they're having a hard time, because Terra Queens are just more on the sustainable type of lineup. Right now, Shinoa being targeted by Rina on the mid lane. Continuous clash here, shadow kill.
Used up. Boom, immobilization as well. Ayanami walks up again, finds the killing spree. A Lantern Flare to save her. Ayanami walks away. Ejector and the smart missiles. Now with the Lantern Flare, looking for the Sky Piercer. Brock goes in and flickers out. Rui looking for the Shuriken. One last hit will do it. But Amor finds a Lantern Flare, and I was staying away from the Shurikens. She gets out as Mirai is forced to sacrifice herself.
That was a very good vantage point there for Lantern. Plus that multiple chain crowd controls and multiple damages being delivered real time here. Sikoshi getting a kill here against Na'Vi PH.
Ayanami is not ready for that damage, not ready for the immobilization. It's too much, even for Khalid, who's, again, relatively fast. The BOD gets built up, Shinoa picks up a DHS. But the big problem for Na'Vi isn't that they're not doing damage, it's the fact that they're also very immobile. At least their carries here.
Finally getting that Malefic gun and even the Berserker's Fury. Now we could expect more fast-paced damages. And of course, the pressure is on here for Na'Vi PH. Now Ayanami is ready, going in for the jump.
Oh, they dealt with it already. They're going to be going for the dive already. Halang's going to be taken out. Shinoa free, hitting in the back now. Looking for the Tornapop memory. Will be able to pop it in time.
Really?
Quad Shadow and the Shadow kill to the back. More still able to survive. Shinoa goes in for the stun, but only finds the minions. Keishi looking for the Queller, able to get it, but Luna Lin respects him with the flicker as Sakoshi. Na'Vi, even with that big resource burn now, the Quad Shadow and the Shadow kill, they just can't push in. Like, Terror Queens have such good feel. Great frontliners, and now they're going to go for the all-in. 4-man stun again with the ultimate. Keishi goes to the blade surge. Sakoshi was waiting for that moment. Gets the heavy crossbow in. Right low, Shinoa able to flicker out. Sakoshi taken down by the Raging Sandstorm. Ayanami buys the bit of crown. Is able to survive, but Amore in the back line will be assassinated by Rui as Ayanami gets dealt with by the glue.
Oh, no.
4 members down. The Queens of MLBB, who've dominated game 1, are now on the brink of getting sent below. Shinoa can deal damage, but she cannot deal with the glue in game 2.
And that's going to be a win here for Terror Queens. Taking game number 2, forcing out another game 3.
They're too different in terms of what they want to do and what they want to execute. But I think it could somehow also be attributed to the adjustments that Terror Queens decided to make.
This is a very interesting draft coming in from both teams, Terror Queens as well as Na'Vi PH. The Ling is going to be scary. We got to see if the Ling can actually deal with the Melissa, or more importantly, can the Melissa deal.
They just need to come up with another plan to disrupt the whole process here, make things harder here for Shinoa, which what happened onto game on number 2. Ku, on the other hand, being punished severely here by Amor and Mirai. Sun Guardian.
Good pick up the Quad Shadow also. Mirai picks up first blood. Definitely would have wanted, the carries to pick that up, but a kill. Na'Vi.
Hole, just so Melissa could fit better on what they're trying to accomplish here. Na'Vi PH, on the other hand, starting off great here with a first blood plus a first turtle. Rui being zoned out here. Cool, finding an opening. The arena onto the back lane. Oh, wow.
Instant lockdown with a dominance percent coming down as well. Now it's going to be Rui walking up, but it's onto Mirai. So tanky. Tempest of Blaze and the AOG gets her out of there. Mirai with a re-engage, but it's right onto the dominance percent who's still there. Rui walking up, gets the pinch poised to escape as both the Esmeralda and Uranus continues to just battle it out and sustain.
They reset it quite quickly, right? After that game 1. It's like another version of them being faced against Na'Vi PH. Mirai going in. That is a huge advantage ever. Rui being choked off out of her own purple buff. On the other hand, Langreen in here and Ku.
Great falling star moon to bait out the Raging Sandstorm and to get a kill on Ku. Tempest of Blades. Rui very low, has to recall. Dominator's Descent used up. Mirai gets away with the AOG. A bit too ambitious of a dive there, but Sakoshi. Was that a Magic Blade? She got a shield. Yeah, I think it was a Magic Blade. She rushed it. So, understanding it's going to be a tough lane. Raging Sandstorm locking her down now. Rui goes in for the pinch poise, dodging away from the taunt. Defiant Blade not landing. Tempest of Blades, though. Looking for the 4
Needs to get
blades.
away.
Won't be able to get it. Falling Star Moon locks her down in the Quad Shadow from Keishi. It's right there to execute her.
Now it's going to be Hunter Strike here for Keishi. Things are quite looking up here for the Hayabusa for Keishi, and that's what you want, numbers, kills. And Sakoshi continuously harass here. Go for the rescue.
Wow. I didn't expect that damage. Dominator's Ascent. Now Keishi! Quad Shadow. Sakoshi will be assassinated, but the Dominator's Ascent dealt so much over to Mirai's Ayanami. Man, Uranus is tanky.
That is indeed someone that you would want to see constantly, but not really put all your resources in. But Rui is going to be the pinch boys. Big harass here by Navi PH.
Great stun and the assassination to the back. Rui able to get the blades now. Ayanami on her. AOG to get her out. Just 1 HP. Luna Lin with a flicker securing the triple. Ayanami forced back under the turret as Terror Queens continue to push on Ayanami. And now it looks like Terror Queens have actually bought quite a bit of time to scale. We gotta remember, if we're just looking at the composition, that's a good Lancer Flare. Hlang this time doesn't have the Purify. Has the Consecration and will just be able to survive. A re-engage with Raging Sandstorm and the Dominator's Ascent on him. Revitalize popped in by Mirai now. Is actually the Shadow Kill used up in the back line. Sakoshi gets away, but Cool will be taken down. Rui unable to get the last hit on Mirai. So tanky. And it will be Shinoa to get the kill back on Rui. Falling Star was in the back now with Rose Gold Meteor procced. Halang.
Just going over each and every member here, trying to do a roll call on where is who here. But not Ayanami from the back. Lunalin on a tight spot. Mirai versus Langrina. Dominator's Ascent activated again.
Two-man Raging Sandstorm, but the Dominator's Ascent is nowhere near. In the mid lane's a battle. 2v2. Sakoshi. Caught on top spot. Haas and Rose Gold Meteor. I think that might have been her. Keishi able to go with the quad shadow back against Sakoshi. Pinned down. As Shinoa walks up. Berserker's Fury secured. Now V. Get the better trade, 2-0.
And with that, you really need to be really careful on what you build first, because it mostly sets the tempo. It mostly sets of what you can deal, what you can do. And now, Navi PH is doing everything in their power to totally annihilate the Langrina right now. Shadow Kill in.
Halang trying to disperse it. Will be able to do so. Mirai goes up with the AOG. That's going to be flicker out on the heavy crossbow by Sakoshi, but the Muddles are zoning them in the back. Falling Star Moon! Going through the Rose Gold Meteor. Ayanami diving deep into the back with a go-away place. No one can dive for the front line. Navi, despite a small little mistake in game 2, climb back to their rightful place. They will qualify to the knockout stage.
A huge win here for Navi PH.
Fitting of her, and we can even see that in terms of the emblems as well. We have not Ayanami on the support emblem.
Rarely do I see a Melissa go for a thrill. Like Weapon Master, sure, but the thrill.